Hey everyone, welcome to this daily Sidereal Astrology forecast. This is for Sunday, January 26, 2020. All right, so today we are still coming off of that new moon from Friday. If you haven't yet seen that new moon video, do check that out. But still a time of new beginnings, and in Capricorn, this is about the slow and steady aspects of what takes time in our life. Developing patience and responsibility with these new beginnings is great. But the moon does shift into progressive Aquarius the later part of the day going into tomorrow. So that time really good for maybe getting into our future-oriented side, inducing some change, some freedom, and really thinking about things from the future could be the theme there. But today we do have Venus squaring up to Mars going exact. And going into tomorrow. So there could be a bit of a clash between the yin and yang, masculine, feminine aspects of ourself. And so really good to channel this in constructive ways, bring extra attention to relationships, to our both finding our needs and at the same time having harmony and connection would be a really good way of working with this collectively. All right, so let's take a look at all of this here in more detail when I return. All right, so here's the sky for this Sunday. Now, normally this is for the weekend forecast, but since we did that new moon video, we'll go and do Sunday separately. So here's the sky for Sunday. Again, we are using the actual size of the constellations called true sidereal astrology. This is different from all forms of mainstream astrology, which use an even 30 degrees for each of the signs. So the signs will change. In this case, if you're watching other videos, you may have heard that the new moon is in Aquarius, but in fact, if you do look up at the sky, you will see it very well set in Capricorn. So do check the link down below for more information. All right, so time of new beginning, still very much in the new moon phase, the lowest part of the lunar cycle, and a good time to slowly build some momentum and set some intentions for this lunar month. So with all of this, the greater context is around discipline and patience and responsibility, that side of ourselves, sacrificing short-term gains for long-term gains, right? Really good to develop that one step at a time, climbing the mountain, what will take time with that patience and discipline with Capricorn. So the theme is likely still very much on this today, but as we do get into the later part of the day, and especially tomorrow, the moon will be shifting into progressive Aquarius. And so good to get in touch with the side of ourselves that does want to mix things up, induce some change, maybe challenge the status quo a little bit, and think about things in terms of the future, right? Aquarius is a very future-oriented part of ourselves, so really good to develop that stuff going into tomorrow. So in terms of the aspects, we have Venus starting to square up to Mars going exact today, which will likely feel the surrounding days of today and tomorrow. And this is that collective energy where the feminine aspects of ourself, which is represented by Venus, are in a bit of a clash with the masculine side of ourself, which is represented by Mars. And so this can be a very constructive day for all things that do involve interpersonal relationships, but it will likely take that extra conscious attention and intention to do that. And so in this case, there could be maybe some really strong instinctual kind of desires not being expressed or cultivated, which could lead to some tension or frustration, again, maybe in those interpersonal relationships. And with Venus, there can sometimes be a bit of maybe just noticing some disharmony or just misconnection in terms of things, and again, usually in interpersonal stuff. So a really good way of working with this is to merge the two. How can we incorporate both the feminine and masculine side of ourselves? In this case with Venus, with tact, right, and striving towards harmony and wanting to connect and see others' needs, right, while at the same time, in conscious ways, develop our own needs, right, express our needs, be direct, be assertive, be initiating, again, consciously in such a way that does create harmony and tact in our relationships. And in this way, it becomes very constructive. Could be a really good day for all things interpersonal and all things that do merge the direct and active side of ourselves with the more accepting or receptive or tactful and considerate and other needs-oriented side of ourself with Venus. So good day for setting all intentions in regards to that here today. All right, everyone. So that's the day in a nutshell. Very simple day astrologically. Again, the Venus square Mars, most important thing today for incorporating the yin and yang, the direct yet receptive, and that tact and harmony in relationships, while at the same time finding the balance with our personal needs and independence and desires and things like that consciously. But the theme is still very much in this new moon phase of this larger cycle. So the energies are lowest right now. So a good time of setting some intentions for where we do want to maybe build some things with Capricorn in this whole new lunar month. All right, so everyone have a fantastic day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow for the daily forecast. Take care.